Station, everybody, because we've got the great Herminio Reyes Jr. is in the house. Good to see you, man.
What up, everyone? I hope everyone can hear me. What is going on? Woo! What is going on? I'm a little hyped. I'm a little nervous. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done this for a minute. But, you know, I'm here with my most triumphant return here with another Big Herm Show. Like we always do, we represent here. You know, PCP Army Bad Batch still going strong, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? My man Nick holding it down. Over there, you know, on Whiplash Wednesday, it's not dead. People think it's dead. It's not. It's still alive. And my man Nick from Comic Culture, he always represents on Wednesday. Make sure we get there. Taqi sometimes. Taqi does a couple of shows. He has a show too. He always posts something on YouTube. Wonderful books he be posting and stuff like that. And you know, I guess I like go right into the promos. I can't even, you know, like I usually say hi to everybody and all that, but I'm here promoting everybody already. But I'm just so hyped right now. I know I've been in the hiatus and all that, and I'm probably still gonna be like that. Probably have some pop-up shows here and there. I've been very busy. I'm trying to get used to my new job. Been there for like 6 months already, 6-7 months. I can't believe it. But you know, gotta pay the bills, stuff like that. You know, after the pandemic, what that did to us and everybody, not just me. Everybody got back to work. It's time to go to work. You know what I'm saying? No more of that lollygagging and stuff like that and reading comics all day. Come on, guys. We got to work. We got to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? And we also got, you know, have money for like awesome Kickstarters. Like we're going to talk about tonight. You know what I'm saying? With my man, Brandon Ingram is back. His third time on the show, on my channel, the creator, you know, my first creator on this show. Always grateful to have him on the show. Always enjoy his comics. I'm not just putting them on here, but like, yeah, it's actually freaking good. And we're gonna talk about tonight the Kickstarter. You know, Dismay Avenue is the name of the Kickstarter. It's issue 1 and 2. So we're gonna talk more about that in a second. But real quick, Nick, my man, I just talked about him earlier. He does his weekly comic book reviews. And usually on Whiplash Wednesdays, he'll do the show where he shows all the comics from Cadet Comics, his shop, and then he'll do like the nightcap around 5 p.m. Eastern, our time here on the East Coast. And then those books is like a little preview of what he does on Weekly Comic. He has that little line there that he tried to take out, and then people got mad at him. He had to put it back in there. Hey, you created a monster with that one. It's pretty cool. Any comic that he likes, from the beginning to the end, he'll show you. If he didn't like it, he'll put it in port. If he loved it, he put it. I don't even think he ever had a gem mint. Did he have one? He probably did. I don't know. I watch every week, but I don't even remember. And of course, you know what I'm saying? We are the official or unofficial pre-show for the Dylan's Horror Show tonight. You know what I'm saying? I think it's 6:30 p.m. Eastern or 8 o'clock. You guys just whenever it starts. If anybody who's in the chats, let me know when that thing starts. We're gonna have like awesome people up in there. Of course, Robbie, Dylan, my man Steph, you know, Missing Link usually in there. Of course, the star of the show that's earlier, that my man here, we're gonna tonight, my man Brandon was on earlier, the hashtag playing Phable, and his amazing friends. You know what I'm saying? It's Blame Phable and his amazing friends. You know what I'm saying? And we have Brandon and the bearded guy. You know what I'm saying? I know his name is not the bearded guy, but Brandon will help me what his name is. I didn't really get to see the full show. I was kind of like driving, you know, because I do driving for a living too. And I couldn't. And then the service stinks the highway I was at. So I pretty much said hi. And then like while you guys were talking, it went, I was like, come on. I try to go back in and you guys ended the show. I was just like, damn it. You know what I'm saying? What is going on? I just want to see the show. But, I'm usually busy at the time they go on, 1 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern, whatever it is. A black. Hashtag blame Phable. He is back. You know what I'm saying? He got my man, Nick Comiculture. Who's that guy again? He's everywhere now. You know what I'm saying? Great co-host. Amazing friends always. Guys, watch that in the rewind. It was amazing. My man Brandon here tonight. He was on that show. And I'll never want to miss anybody and stuff like that, of course. This is a 1 year. I don't like to say anniversary, but a 1 year since we lost an awesome person and a member in this community. And before I do that, I'm gonna bring in my guy because I'm here talking too much. I told him this was gonna happen. You know what I mean? He's back there laughing, but I told him I'm not really talking like 8-10 minutes, and then just blab on before I even bring you in. But my man from Dismay Comics, you know what I'm saying? You guys seen him before. You guys love him. Let me bring in my man Brandon. What's up, bro?
What up, Station? Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on and for putting up with me. Every time you want to come up, put up with me, I'm just blabbing.
You're all good.
Oh man, I'm sure people are all over the chats. I ain't even going to chats yet. That's how that's how crazy hyped I am. And like Matt, I got jitters right now. I'm very nervous. But before we continue on, I'm gonna do a quick Sam. Everybody knows I did the YouTube team up with him. A big YouTube team up, Marvel team up kind of thing with me. We both Spider-Man fans, and this was our first show, and I posted this earlier today. We lost a great one, man. He was really good. It's hard for me to talk about it without getting a little emotional, because it still hurts. But I like to celebrate it more than anything else. My man Tom, prime time, you know what I'm saying? Kind of wanted to do a show about him and all that. I wasn't ready to do something like that, but maybe we do something where we celebrate him again and stuff like that, and maybe he has something to say. So I don't know if that's gonna happen, but maybe that'll happen in the future. Who knows? But quick moment of silence for my man Sam, for our friend who's up in heaven. All right. That's like the second time I did the moment, but he deserves it, man. I miss him so much. We do awesome shows on Whiplash Wednesdays. And anybody who wants to see any of those shows, you can see them on my channel. It's on there in the history. Or if you want to see his shows, you could go on Sam's Tangled Web. It's still up there, guys. So awesome dude. I miss him so much. We all do in the community. And it fitting that I'm doing a show on the day, you know what I mean? And I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it. I kind of forgot that this was the particular day, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go through with the show, man. Brandon has awesome Kickstarter I want to talk about, and we're definitely gonna do that. And then, of course, before we go there, I told you it's gonna be like 10, 20, 12 minutes. I told you. Happy birthday to my mom. Her birthday was yesterday. I love you, Mom. Happy birthday. Always. I spent time with her on Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I spent time with her today. Celebrate her birthday. She deserves it, of course. Here we're drinking on Starbucks, something she loves. She loves coffee. I love coffee. And happy birthday, Mom. I love you. She's probably watching in the other room right now because I am at my mom's house. I am in the room where I grew up in, right here. My bedroom, my childhood bedroom is right here. So love her. Without her, I'm not here. So love you, Mom, and happy birthday to my aunt. She's a twin sister. My aunt Evelyn lives in Florida. Happy birthday. I try to call you, Titi. I don't know if you're watching this, but I try to call you. You didn't answer me. I'm gonna call you again today or tomorrow. So quick. And then of course, I didn't figure everybody's like, what happened to all your shows? Where is it? I do have a show that's it's gonna return January, if I think 10th, if I'm not mistaken, the second Tuesday of January. The amazing collected edition show will be back with my man Fargate. Fargate's pretty good. He's doing good. He was a little under the weather last time he was here. He stuck it through, did a show with me back in August, and Yeah, so he asked me if the show's over. It's not over. We're gonna go back with that, talk about omnibuses and stuff in January. The return of that show. At least that's the ongoing monthly show that will be returning. Yeah, man, I mentioned as much anybody from the PCB Army Bad Batch. The link is down below. And before we get to the Kickstarter, his link for the Kickstarter is down below. I made sure I put that thing in there. So if you guys want to, I'll say this a bunch of times in the show, but if you guys want to check it out in the box below, his Kickstarter's in there, both comics. We'll talk about the tiers and everything, because I want to talk about the tiers. I'm a little confused. There's so many things going on in those tiers. You need to freshen my mind up. I'm so busy and stuff like that, but never busy for a Kickstarter. So let's do this, man. How you doing, Brandon? Now that I talked to him, I'm gonna make sure you talk now, because this is what happens when I'm hyped.
No, you're all good. I'm doing pretty good. Overall, doing pretty good. Being honest, life has been insane the past month and a half, and that's not even the Kickstarter. Kickstarter is almost like that thing to get my mind off of the life stuff. But overall, it's been pretty good. The way this Kickstarter is going is like it's beyond what I thought it would reach, and it's going to reach even further because like the Gallows Man and the Gallows Man 2 Kickstarter, like that first Gallows Man Kickstarter hit $1,094. I was like, holy crap, like, yes, this is what I wanted. I wanted to, with all these Kickstarters, I want to break 1,000. That's like my in-head goal. So that one broke 1,000. The second one, Gallows Man 2, it was 1,275, which was beyond my expectation or what I wanted for it. Because what I wanted was like break 1,000 and then beat the last Kickstarter. So with that one, it's just like, oh, I just need to get 1,095 and I beat the last one. We got like over $200 more than that. I was like, oh, holy crap. And then this one it's went beyond what I expected. I'm so happy as well. I'm thankful for everyone that's been backing it and sharing it. Because right now, 5 days left, it's already at $1,836 with 67 backers. That's the most backers we've had on a Kickstarter. So it's just awesome to see. It's awesome to see that support and people coming through and just checking out these small fries, these small fry creators, basically. It's awesome. So amidst all the crazy life stuff, like this has really been encouraging for me. So thank you to everyone that's been a part of it.
Man. But people love horror, man. It's the best time for it. We just came out of October, my favorite month of the year. Everybody loves Christmas. I love Christmas too. Don't get on me. But Halloween's my favorite holiday. Of course, I'm a little biased because it's my birthday month. October's my birthday month. So, come on. But that's cool that your Kickstarter is going, and this one has 2 comics in it. You know what I mean? So I Kickstarted with 2 comics. I'm in. You know what I mean? Why not? You know what I mean? But before we get back to that, let's go to the chats. It's been like almost 15 minutes. I didn't even go to the chats. They're like, come on, Herm, I want to be on the show too. You know what I'm saying? Comics and Drop, what's up? Evening. Hope your weekends are off to great starts. Yes, now that I'm here with my man Brandon and stuff like that, work is over. I'm off tomorrow. Football's tomorrow. I'm definitely happy. The creator, the director of The Bad Batch, Maria, my wife, love you, babe. Love you always. She created a lot of the thumbnails for the Bad Batch, all my thumbnails, including that thing up there. I don't know if you noticed. It has me and the Dismay Comics chilling right there. I don't know if you noticed that, but yeah, like she makes sure. Boom. I even forgot about that. She awesome. That's why. This is a big oil machine whenever I get on the show, though. But oil machine. But thanks. Dismay Comics decided they want to come on here and say hello to, so station to them. We got Eric the Stash in the house. What is up, bro? It's been a while since I'll be able to tell you what is up on a live stream. Miss Chamorro, what is up, man? The better half of the Chamorro family. You know what I'm saying? So, Miss Chamorro, let's talk about Chamorro Cinema, our buddy right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you know a little bit about this guy, right? But oh man, what an awesome couple. I always love when they always post stuff and they both do it together and stuff. It's beautiful. And Manny, man, I might not comment on every single. You do a lot of reviews, but I do watch them all whenever I get a chance. I should comment more, like them all. I apologize for not doing it. I'm gonna try my best for them, but they're all fantastic. Great job. Love it all. I think he'd be dropping them on Whiplash Wednesday too. I even forgot to mention him on Whiplash Wednesday.
I'm glad Manny's like reading books that like he likes, because like what I see is like I haven't seen one book go below 3 backlogs. So if it's below 3 backlogs, then you know Manny definitely doesn't like that book. But from all the reviews I've seen, it's 3.25 or higher. So even if it's a 3.25 and he's like, it's okay. At least it's not a bad book. So at least he's sticking to good books, unless he just doesn't want to review the bad ones. He's like, I'm not doing a 1 backlog. It's not even worth it on this turd over here. Yeah.
It's toilet paper right now in his bathroom. Oh man, yeah, but great reviews. Keep on keeping on with Bobby De La Ghetto Station. What is up, man? All of them awesome artists and stuff. Always doing great art. Love you, bro. Hope you're having a great one too. Who else? I don't want to miss anybody. If I miss anybody, just re-comment and stuff like that. I think I got most of the people here. Everybody saying hello. Oh, brother Joe, always representing on the hashtag Blame Phable and his amazing friend and his amazing friends. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say it that way now. Brother Joe, love you, bro. Love you. Who else is up in here? Man, if I missed anybody, man, forgive me. It's been a while since I did this. I'm doing this on my device here. Oh, Cryo Prime, what's up? Stacy, what's up, bro? I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope everything is good over there. Thanks for stopping by. Everybody wondering, like, what Herm still does lives? You know what I'm saying? What? Mooney Station. Wonderful people up there. Oh, my man, the music to my channel, the music to the Bad Batch. Always represent, always plug in, the plug king right there. And always appreciate you, brother. Love you. Great show earlier. I watched maybe 15 minutes like in a blur, you know what I mean? With the so I gotta rewatch the rest of that show you guys did.
There's a message from brother Joe regarding that show. He's talking to his brother. He said, "You drugged me and took my spot on the show earlier." I was talking about Blame Phable.
Well, all else fails, just blame this guy right here. You know, wait, that guy. Oh man, love you guys. So back to the show. 20 minutes in, I think that's a record where I don't even get to why we here. It's 20 minutes, man. It's a history, man, and Brandon was here with it. But yeah, man. So quick, I'm gonna give my quick things before I let you talk, because you know, I like to talk a lot. For whatever reason, you turn on the camera, I'm like blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But I was a little nervous because I started reading the first issue and I was just like, okay, where's this going? You know what I'm saying? And then it was like it got really good. I was just like, and then I was like, of course, like you have your cliches in there and all that, and you know, like the whole thing, you don't leave when something weird is happening. You don't leave. You stay with the person. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to like give too much spoilers, but that's obvious that something like that happened, and then like, oh, he screwed up. Come on. Now I'm here like cursing him out. Like, what are you doing? Don't go there. Stay with her. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy the heck out of that first comic. Like this first issue.
Thank you.
Did you come out with it before? This is the second time you're doing a Kickstarter for it, or you're doing
so yeah. At a time? That is something I want to mention to people. Is I'm happy and willing to mention this. I tried doing a Kickstarter for issue 1 back in sometime in 2020. So a little over 2 years ago, I tried doing a Kickstarter for issue 1. But at that time, I had no idea truly how to run a Kickstarter. Like, yes, I knew how to set up a Kickstarter page and all that, but I didn't know marketing or promoting or anything like that. So we're like, at that time, I didn't know you. I didn't know Manny. I didn't know, like, I hadn't reached out to people to be like, hey, like, want to check out my book or whatever. So I had like no idea about marketing. as well as I just kept shooting myself in the foot with that first campaign. I didn't tell family or friends about it till like 2 weeks into that campaign. And that's a big no-no. You tell family and friends like a month before it happens, you tell them a week before it happens, you tell them like the day before it happens, you tell them the day it happens, then you tell them like once a week basically. And I didn't do that first campaign, and I didn't send it to review sites and stuff. And so it failed. My very first Kickstarter failed because I just didn't know how to properly run a Kickstarter. And it sucked. I'll admit, like, it was like the biggest gut punch ever of like, oh my gosh, like my first book, my first Kickstarter, and it fails. Like, but it's what you do with those instances. I picked myself back up. I learned a crap ton, like so much from that failure, to where I was able to then make the next Kickstarter a lot bigger, a lot better. Like Gallows Man #1, that was that next Kickstarter, and that one was successful. That one was very successful, and now we're on the fourth Kickstarter I've run, Dismay Avenue 1 and #2, and it's doing great. It's doing a lot better than I thought it would do 2 months ago when I was starting to plan this type of stuff. Well, really 3 months ago is when I started to plan this stuff. But yeah, like just very thankful for people. But yeah, this is a Kickstarter I tried running 2 years ago, but dumb Brandon then didn't have the knowledge he had now, and now I'm able to run a lot better Kickstarter than.
Well, that's what happens. That's what happens when you're new at something. You don't know exactly what you're doing. You just throw yourself in the water. You know what I mean? When you don't know how to swim and then you almost drown. You know what I mean? Getting out of there and stuff like that. And well, I'm glad you didn't give up, because some people be like, screw this, and I kept going. You kept like writing a book, and you went and did another characters and all that.
Well, I mean,
Man, you know what I mean?
While I was making this book for that first Kickstarter that failed, I mean, I was making The Gallows Man. I was making issue 2 of Dismay Avenue, because issue 2 of Dismay Avenue, those stories were the first comic stories I worked on, like with artists. Those are the first stories I worked on with artists, was Dismay Avenue #2. Then I hired Jade Sky from Dismay Avenue #2 to do that story that you're talking about in issue 1, the movie theater story. And from then, Helen Bolton, who does the art in the last story in issue 2, Acolyte, like the kind of weird one with the Dr. Seuss art. After Helen did that, then I hired her for The Gallows Man. So it's a weird chronology of how it all worked. But it was one of those things where it's like I was working on all this stuff when this failed. So it's like I still got to put this stuff out there. I can't just be like, oh, one of my books failed, I got to throw in the towel. It's like, no, like I'm still making this stuff. I still love this stuff. I learned a lot from that failure. And so I've just been progressing. You'll make mistakes with every Kickstarter you do, but it's all about learning from them and making the next one better.
Yeah, that's good, that, because you need just give up on that particular issue. You did another issue and you did that, and that was successful, and you went back, all right, I'm gonna try this again and do an issue 2 and put it together. And I'm glad you did, because that first issue, I like issue 2, and we're gonna talk about it in a minute. I really did. But this issue was really good. I felt like I was reading like a James Tynion book or something. You know what I mean?
Thank you. That's I like that. Thank you. That's very nice.
I mean,
I do want to mention for those that specific story in issue 1. So it is like a horror anthology. Dismay Avenue is a horror anthology. So each issue, different story or stories. So you don't have to pick up
Ice Cream Man, but like different. You know what I mean?
With Ice Cream Man, you it benefits if you pick up each one, because there is kind of a little bit of a story that stretches on within it. But with this, it's like each issue is its own story. Like you could start at issue 35 and not have to read any of the others, because it's all one contained story. But with issue 1, that big 40-page story called Program, for those wanting to know, basically it follows a guy and a girl. It's a couple. Ben and Mia, they go on a movie date night to a movie theater on the outskirts of town, and it's dead. It's like a dead movie theater. There's no one in the parking lot. It's a huge Cineplex though. And so they go in, it's just a couple concessions, like teenage girls working concessions and some shady guy off in the corner. And that's it. And it just gets creepy and creepy from there. And that is very much like a psychological horror, that first issue program. Because it even how the pages are structured, like the first few pages, it's kind of standard comic panel where it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that's how the panels go. As the book progresses and as it gets crazier and crazier for Ben, the pages are getting all warped. There's cracking and stuff relating to the story. So Ben's going through a lot of crap, but you as the reader, as the pages are getting crazy, you're feeling more and more
creepier.
Like
right?
you're on the ride with Ben, basically.
Yeah, I like I was just like, it's one of those, like when you read a story, you want to be invested in it. Like if you love horror and stuff like that, if you're one of those people like you watch a scary movie and be like, oh, he can't scare me, and you don't want to get scared, so you like all tough it out, you're not gonna enjoy the movie. You know what I mean? You gotta let yourself free. You gotta open yourself up. You know what I mean? Same thing with the stories like this. So there's some cliches in here, and you're like, no, don't do that. What are you doing? You know what I mean? And I don't want to like give up everything, but like, it's like you said, this dude is all creepy and stuff. I don't know if my wife would even if she sees something like that, she's like, we're not going in there. We're not doing that.
But part of those cliches I should mention is the first third of this story of program in issue 1 is all a true story. Like it was a date night that I had with a girl in college. Like we got out of college classes and she wanted to see some movie. I still don't remember to this day what the movie was. Wanted to see some movie, outskirts of town, some theater that we both never heard of. Huge Cineplex, dead. No one's in the parking lot. We go in.
The movie?
It was the only place playing the movie. Yeah, that's the whole reason we went, because she wanted to see it.
Yeah.
So we go in and just 2 teenagers working concessions and a guy with a hoodie with his hood pulled over just off in the corner of the lobby, like just standing there basically. And that was it. That was the only people in the theater. And we go into our auditorium. We go in our auditorium, sit down, and the whole time, like Ben and Mia in the story, we're like jokingly like trying to scare each other a little bit, like, oh, like this place is like brainwashing us or whatever, like that sort of stuff, like creepy, trying to creep ourselves out. We sit down, we're talking, and like a Chevy ad is playing on the screen, and we don't notice it until like 5 minutes into our conversation, because as we're talking, she's like, gosh, that like piano loop has been going on for a really long time. And we both like look up, it's a Chevy ad, and it's saying something like Chevy, like drive our cars or some bullcrap like that. And it's like a 15-second piano loop that just keeps repeating itself. It's been going on for like 5 minutes. And it's like, this thing's like froze. And we were jokingly saying to each other, like, oh, they're trying to brainwash us into like going out buying a Chevy Camaro or some crap like that, and just joking. And I was like, I'll go tell them to reboot the projector. So I get up, and as I'm going, she's like, oh, try it. Or as I'm getting up, I'm like, hope you don't die or whatever, like crap like that, basically. I walk out, tell the people in the concessions. I tell people in the concessions, like, hey, can you reboot the projector? It's like, it's stuck on an ad. And they're like, okay. So I go back to the auditorium, open the door. It's pitch black. I assume because they're rebooting the projector. It's pitch black. I pull out my phone, shining it similar to Ben in the story. Like, hey, like, quit playing, because I don't see her. I don't see her head popped up in the seat, because we were the only ones in that auditorium. I was like, hey, like, where are you? Like, quit playing around, like, quit joking. And I'm like looking all around, look through the whole auditorium. She's not there. I'm like, crap. Oh, this is kind of creeping me out. Maybe she's in the bathroom. And this is where all the tension dies. This is where all the tension to the real story stops. I walk out of the auditorium and I look up, and I was just in auditorium 1 when our movie is in auditorium 3. So I walked into the wrong auditorium and just freaked myself out. So I walked back to auditorium 3.
Jesus.
She's in there. We watched the movie. Like it goes fine. But yeah, basically that story program is first 15, 16 pages, pretty true to what happened. And then the rest is like a what if. What if it went this like creepy psychological horror route? That's kind of how that came about.
That's pretty awesome. You take something that happened to you in real life. That's what a lot of like these creators do. Like they do take stuff that really happened like that, or some truth on it, and they put it on their comic strips and stuff like that. That's why people think some of these people are crazy. Like James Tynion, he might be crazy. You know what I mean? But man, that's a good. I didn't know that, man. I was just like, you're that guy that left her alone. You son of.
So yeah, that's the reason I say is like if you see cliches here and there, it's like. Yeah, I was the guy doing the cliche.
You're that guy. Damn it. I bet you never did that again. You know what I mean? Come with me. You come with me. Oh, man. Yeah. So, like, that it had me hooked. Like, in the beginning, I was like, all right. And then the art did it. It was good. It was like, it that creepy. It got creepier and stuff like that. What's your name again?
Yeah, Jade Sky. She does, like, very much, like, atmospheric, kind of, like, surreal, painterly type art, and she's amazing.
The two concession stand girls were creepy every time. It got creepier.
Oh yeah,
you know they're in the dark like that with their eyes staring at him and stuff like that. Just like I don't want to like blow the whole oh
no, but like them repeating stuff and various stuff. Yeah,
like Groundhog Day type looking and stuff like that. It's like, didn't we just talk about this kind of thing? You know what I mean? It was just like. Yeah, and it's like I liked how he just kept going, like he's every time he panicked and stuff like that. But man, great guys, you guys get this Kickstarter because this first issue is just worth it. You know what I mean? It was really good. I was
thank you.
I read that thing really quick. It's a quick read, like the Gallows Man, but it's a good quick read, and it's well worth it. I can't wait to go purchase it now, but we'll talk about that later. Are we done with issue 1, or you want to talk a little more about?
I'll mention the 1-page backup. So the main thing at 40 pages is program, the creepy movie theater story. Then there's a 1-page backup to where you read all this creepy stuff. Now you get to read like a funny, dumb horror thing where it's just 5 panels. And me and my buddy Tio from Store Brand Comics came up with 5-page panel story where basically, it's called alternate reality. You switch trees and humans, and what I mean by that are trees are sentient and humans are not, and humans are like planted like trees are and stuff like that. And it's just 5 panels of exploring that weird world. I mean, so you see
I'm sorry to interrupt, but you see a goddamn foot like decapitated. I'm like, what's going on?
yeah. They're chopping down the human, so like. One of the legs is chopped and they still got to chop the other. There's also one panel where it's a bone yard similar to like a lumber yard. There's a bone yard where they have forklifts like unloading bones and stuff. Then there's a third panel where it's like a protest, like a Capitol protest, like how people are like, save the trees, like that sort of stuff. Well, it's a bunch of sentient trees. They're like, save the humans, like don't kill the humans. And then it's a little bit like kind of hypocritical because their signs, like little detail, their signs are like a femur, basically, like how like people have wooden signs, like, well, that's wood right there. But so there's a panel there, and then there's a panel of like a family. Like in their house, like a tree family, I should mention, there's still trees, a tree family, like in their house watching this news thing happening. And then there's a fireplace with a bunch of limbs, like not tree limbs, but like human limbs burning in the fireplace. So they're using the human limbs as firewood, basically. So yeah, it's a 1-page thing, but
you see 2 little tree kids like this looking at the news report and stuff like that.
Oh, there's also
I was laughing.
A couple kids playing in a tree house, but it's not a tree house. It's made of like bones and humans. So there's that.
It's creepy and funny at the same time. It's very
Yeah.
well done. Yeah, that's that. I love after there's all after credits when you talk about movies or after credits. It's like the after
Yeah,
credits
yeah.
of comic books. So enjoyed that first issue so much. Kickstarter guys, get it. The link is below in the box below. I put that link in there if you want to go get it now. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Anybody wants to put in the chat for me if you can. Any of my moderators, if I don't even know if that thing still works. It's been a while since since I've done a show. I don't even know my moderators work anymore. But yeah, man, that's fantastic issue. I guess we're gonna go to issue 2. You know what I mean? If like we're done with issue 1, issue 2 is a little different from the first one. You have 4 stories in it. Now, are the rest of the issues like 3 or 4 are gonna be like that? Or are we gonna get like those one issue with all
So it's
story?
going to switch up. Likely, what it'll be is almost like a cycle. Like you'll get one issue that's like a 40, 50 page story or whatever. And then you'll get one issue that it's 60 pages of comics, like something close to that, but it's like 4 stories or 3 stories. And you'll get, so basically one issue where it's one story, next issue, bunch of stories, next issue, bunch of stories. And then like issue 4 will start that cycle again where it's one big story, then issue after a bunch of stories, and kind of like every 3 issues it cycles kind of.
Okay, well that's good then, because I was just like, I like the little short stories, but I do like the full story too.
Yeah.
I kind of like both.
That.
Yeah, so I was hoping, like, I gotta ask him this. I'm probably not the only one to ask you that, but I like that because I love those full length. A lot to read, a lot in there, a lot going on, and all that, and you creep the hell out. You know what I mean? Horror books, like people loving that now, so I'm not surprised it's doing very well. You know what I mean? So can't wait. So this issue number 2. It's got 4 stories. This one of them I didn't understand. Like I have to reread it because it was just like I didn't understand too much. But I guess I'll let you talk about the stories little by little, and then like we'll talk about it later. But go ahead. Issue number 2.
I'll talk about all 4 stories. After I talk about all 4 stories, I do want to know which story in particular, and I might be able to shed some light without spoiling. And even if I do spoil, it's fine. But so the 4 issues in issue 2, again, 60 pages of these 4 stories. The first one is Tolls the Bells. And something I should mention with all 4 of these stories, very different art styles, very different artwork with all 4 of these stories. Like very, very different. First one is called Tolls the Bells. It's like a manga horror. Like if people know Junji Ito, he does like horror manga. It's that type of art style, basically. Black and white horror manga. And it follows a little boy named Sanjay who has to stay after class one day. He gets detention. He gets in trouble. And when he stays after class, like no one's around. Like teachers are gone. Like no one can be found. And as it progresses, it just gets creepier and creepier and just some weird stuff. It definitely plays on like the fears of isolation and darkness. Like darkness is a big part with it being a black and white comic, but very, very creepy story there. So that's Tolls the Bells. Then the second one is Raw Horror. There's actually pages there. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, so this is the artwork there. That's first page of Tolls the Bells, and then you can scroll down to the next page because it's on the Kickstarter. It's not a spoiler.
Look at that
page right there.
Oh my god!
Creepy stuff you see in these books. This is in Tolls the Bell. So just this creepy creature. And then the next, like, Sanjay is losing his mind right now because again, this is like 8, 9, 10-year-old boy. Like this is some crazy crap that he's seeing and going through. So very, very creepy story. Amazing art. Gaetano Matriglio does the art on it. So amazing. Likely we'll be doing another story with him for Dismay Avenue soon. We're working on something right now.
Nice.
So the next story in issue 2 is Raw Horror. This is like the shortest story in this. It's an 8-page story. Jade Sky does the art on it. She did the art
also,
on Program. In issue 1. So Raw Horror follows a military soldier who wakes up. It's in his house, but it feels very unfamiliar to him. And without spoiling anything, it just gets creepy as it goes along. And Jade does amazing, like, surreal, dreamlike artwork, like this painterly artwork. And also with these comics, it's one of those things where you also need to look in the background sometimes. Like there's little things like with that one page, not that one, but the next one. Scroll down a little bit more. Like, small example, the pictures in the background change. Like the first panel, they're looking at each other in the picture.
Creepy.
Next panel, they're looking at you. So just little stuff like that. She's amazing at little details like that. So that's Raw Horror. Then the third story
is the one that confused me a little bit though. This was this was the one. Yeah, this one.
That one is definitely, I can definitely see that because it's a little bit intentional, the confusion, because the main character, Mateo, he's confused himself. So you feel a little bit of that confusion, and it's somewhat explain what is going on in like the last 2 or 3 pages. So yeah, Raw Horror. It's an interesting one. And then the third story is Destination. In Destination, it's more like a modern contemporary art style, but like really great lighting because Federico's great at that. Follows a little girl who goes to a thrift shop with her mom. And while in the thrift shop, the little girl's wandering on her own, and she finds this mystical or this triangle, like a musical triangle in the thrift shop. And it looks weird. And when she strikes it, she gets sent to other dimensions. And each dimension she gets sent to, it's just worse and worse. Like it just gets worse and worse. And that's an example, like just crazy monster type dimension right there.
I was like, "Where's Erica Slaughter when you need her?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is like a 7-8-year-old girl going through this, so it's terrifying.
I kept saying, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I kept saying, "Stop ringing the damn bell already, man! Making it
worse." It's one of those things where each time she's about to die, so it's like she kind of has to ring that the musical triangle. But each time she does it, it just gets worse and worse, and as it progresses, she starts seeing that it gets worse and worse. So yeah, that's Destination, and then the fourth story.
It's a great story, man. Before you get to the next one, this ending for this one, like it has you thinking, like, okay, so what happened? Did they get her? Why is she like that? Or you know what I'm saying? Whatever the results are, you know what I mean? You like start wondering, and I love stories like that. Like you got the horror pretty good in this, man. It was just like very well done, man. Very well done.
Thank you. Yeah, because it's one of those things where with some of these stories, like it's a straightforward ending, but some are like not entirely like left up to interpretation, but it is a little bit ambiguous. Like it could be this ending or it could be this ending. And me as the writer, I have my own ending in my head, but I'm not going to like ruin it for people. I want people to make their own choice, make their own decision, because that helps with the conversation. Like if there's another person that read the book, you can discuss it, like whether you think it's this, or like little details here and there that helps your argument or hurts their argument or whatever it is. I don't know. It helps a book or story last a little bit longer. Having people think about it a little bit more. Yeah,
man, you gotta expand it a little bit, man. And it was well done. Well done. That story is like might be my favorite one out of this whole issue. And I did the first one a lot. So yeah, man, keep it on with the next story.
So
I'm sorry I interrupted you, but
no, you're all good. No. Like interrupt me anytime. I like with Story Brand Comics, I talk too much, so sometimes I need to get interrupted. So with this one, Acolyte, it's the last story in this. Helen Bolton does the artwork in this. She's the main artist for the Gallows Man. And this you're looking at it's like this looks like a Dr. Seuss book or something. It's
Yeah.
intentional. It's supposed to feel, at least in the first few pages, like Dr. Seuss, like, because the main character, his name's Mr. Hinklehorn. That's a Dr. Seuss name right there, basically. So
Yeah.
Mr. Hinklehorn, he's going about his day, but he's taking crap from everyone. He's taking crap at work from his boss. He's taking crap from people cutting him off in traffic.
Throwing cigarettes at him? What the hell?
Throwing cigarettes at him and all this. Yeah, taking crap from people in the grocery store. But all while this is going on, Mr. Hinklehorn's like, oh, thank you, sir, or have a nice day.
Yeah.
And just keeping a smile the whole time. It's like, something's up with Mr. Hinklehorn.
He's worse than me. You know what I mean?
And as it progresses, you start to realize, oh, okay, I see what's up with Mr. Hinklehorn. Yeah, this I see why he acts this way or is a little bit creepy.
Yeah, I would real quick check because when I'm showing the thing on this, I can't see you or the chats. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody real quick. I think we got Roscoe that came in, Inja Binja that came in, Nick Comic Culture came in. You know what I mean? We got somebody else coming here. Kenneth earlier came in. You know what I mean? Station to all your geeking out with Roscoe came in. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you very much. Thank you very what button. Why do I have to say it like that? I don't even know. But oh my man, what's going on, Fargate? I announced it already. I think it's January 10th. We're doing that show. We're returning our monthly show. Definitely gonna do that. All right, Herm is back. Yes. For one shot, you know what I mean? I might do a few shows here and there, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, it feels good to do this again. And what a better no better person to do it with my man Brandon here. So yeah, man. But yeah, that fourth story too was pretty damn good. Like after a while, I was like, oh, there's something up with this dude. You know what I mean? I was just like, yeah,
you're just waiting. You're just waiting. Like, okay, what is up with this guy?
Yeah, wait for it. You know what I mean? I'm like, wait for it, and then I say, and then
I'll say for people, I didn't go the obvious route. He's not a serial killer, so he's not a serial killer.
I was going there. Is he a serial killer?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is this Dexter? His cousin or something? You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it was very good. I don't want to say much about it. I want people to read it and be surprised. Because I was surprised with this. Like it turned on a way that I didn't even see. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, that jerk. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm talking about either. So but yeah, man, it was phenomenal issues. Great job. And you say you up to 7 issues written or something like that?
Well, so currently issues 1 and 2 are completely done. Like when it comes to backing the Kickstarter, you're getting these comics like issues 1 and 2 completely done, all done, artwork, editing, all that stuff is done. Issue 3, we're currently working on that. We'll likely do a Kickstarter for it sometime in 2023. Issue 3, 2 of the stories are done. There's going to be 3 stories in issue 3. 2 of the stories are done, like artwork, I should say. Like all of these stories are done. I've written all these, but 2 of the artwork stories are done. One of them I'm just now working with an artist with now. So issue 3 will likely be done in the next few months. All right. But I have stories all the way up to issue 7, like scripts that are already done, like scripts that are completely done that I can hand to an artist all the way up to issue 7. But that doesn't mean it'll just stop at issue 7. Like horror comes easy to me. Like I like writing Gallows Man. I like writing all kinds of other genres, but horror is like not my comfort food, but it's the thing that like, if I'm stuck on a script, like let's say it's a Western script or something, I'm like, I'm stuck on this. Horror is the thing I fall back on where I can just easily write a decent, I think good story, but I'm biased saying that because I'm the writer. But yeah, horror is the thing I can write easily. So it'll go beyond 7 issues, but scripts are completely done up to issue 7.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good to know. Like you get this Kickstarter, guys. Get the Kickstarter. You know what I mean? It's down in the link below. I mean, if you get the Kickstarter, man, we could get this rolling. He could keep coming out with these books, man. We get 7 and stuff.
And I should also
mention,
with these books, don't wait on these because I don't have an online store. It's not like once the Kickstarter's over, I put it up on an online store. I don't have an online store. So the only way to get the books are through the Kickstarters. That's the only way to get these books. So if you're interested in these, definitely check out the Kickstarter. You can go through like those preview pages we looked at and decide if you want to back it or not. But yeah, it's only available through the Kickstarter. Same with the Gallows Man. The Gallows Man's the same way. But I will say, with this Kickstarter, you can get your creepy comics. You can get Dismay Avenue 1 and 2, your scary horror comics. And then in the add-on section of this Kickstarter, you can add Gallows Man number 1 and Gallows Man number 2 to your order. And those are signed, and there's also variant covers and stuff. So if you missed out on the Gallows Man, this is your way to get it. You get your creepy books, and you get your funny, fun Adams West Batman meets Quentin Tarantino movie violence superhero books, basically.
There you go, guys. You don't have to go to eBay and those ridiculous prices over there just to get Gallows Man, man. Just go back to the Kickstarter and get yourself a copy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Don't pay those eBay prices. You know what I mean? All right, I want to show this trailer. Last time we showed the trailer, you got a trailer for this too. So I'm gonna show that real quick, and it's not that long, guys. Stick with us. It's a good trailer. Wait, I'm trying to show it by itself. There we go. There we go. And here we go.
Hey guys, Brandon Ingram here with Dismay Comics with our first issue of our horror anthology series, Dismay Avenue. I've been looking forward to this coming, and it's amazing. This series, if you're wanting to know if this series is for you, it's for the lovers of any and all things horror, the lovers of unique storytelling, the lovers of anthologies, and the most important thing to me, the lovers of just beautiful, amazing art. And that is completely on display here in Dismay Avenue number 1. In Dismay Avenue number 1, we have the amazing Jade Sky up on art. She does an incredible job. We also have the incredible Nikki Powers on lettering, and it all culminates into a great main story for Dismay Avenue number 1. The main story is called Program. It's called Program. Program, it follows the cute young couple of Ben and Mia as they go on what seems like just another movie date night for them. Just another movie date night that happens to be at an almost unknown movie theater on the outskirts of town. And Mia and Ben, they soon realize, however, that this will be anything from just another date night as things get more and more surreal within the walls of this movie theater. What will be the outcome of Ben and Mia? You'll have to find out in Dismay Avenue number 1.
All right.
So overall, it's a decent trailer. I sometimes cringe at it here and there watching it now because I made that trailer for that first Kickstarter. That trailer is a little over 2 years old, but it was one of those things where even though that Kickstarter failed, I was like, this is still a decent trailer. I can use this trailer for this Kickstarter I have running now. So even though that video was recorded over 2 years ago, I think it still works as a trailer. But
nice, man. I think you picked up another backer. I think that's when I went out here. It said 67, and then I was 68.
I just looked. Yeah. Manny backed it. Thank you, Manny.
I was like, oh, I got to do that. Yeah.
and Nick also he got he got like an extra tier bonus type thing. So thank you, Nick.
Sweet. We're gonna talk about why not? Let's talk about all the tiers and stuff like that. I'm gonna. Oh, that's the first issue right there.
Yeah.
Anybody want to see the art from the first issue? Real quick. Just made one right there. Ooh, nice, and it already looks spooky. Come on, I'm scared. and the little rat in the corner. Like you have to have the rat in the corner. Come on,
Oh yeah.
you know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean? You don't have to
It's
live
such
in
a
New York
great
for that,
build up. Like the thing is some of these ideas, like the flickering lights and stuff like that, where each panel was a different, like the letters flickered differently in that first page. Like that was Jade's idea. My idea was like have it flicker, but I didn't have the idea of like a different letter is flickering in each
Yeah.
panel. And I was like, dang, like that is such a great idea. Thank you, Jade. Like it's awesome.
Yeah, it was. This ticket sold at the concession. Was that the same thing as your night when you went? Did you buy it at the
Yes,
concession?
yeah. It may not have been
Yeah.
like a ribbon that said ticket sold at concession, but I think there was at least like a piece of paper that said ticket sold at concession. So we had to go inside and buy it from the concession girls.
Well, just like a movie, they for effects. You know what I mean? They they extend the story a little bit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Then you see like the two the couple go in there. You got the creepy guy, and then the two creepy ass teenage girls. Like Jesus, like I was scared. You know what I mean?
And then these are two random pages from or like the pages below that one are two random pages within the story that just shows like kind of some of the artwork and how the artwork changes along the way.
Yeah, it's very nice, guys. Check it out. Awesome. Who is the Siri for?
That's a big thing is like obviously if you like horror or you like anthologies or anything like that. I should also mention because you liked issue 1 a lot of people like issue 1 a lot, and what I've heard from some people that don't even like horror, there's some people that have reviewed it that don't like horror, and they're like, I don't like horror, but I really liked issue 1. So I will say you might not like horror, but you'll probably like this series. That's what I didn't think about until people started reviewing it. I was like, oh, nice. Because I guess that kind of plays into these influences. Like a big influence I have right there is Twilight Zone. Like Twilight Zone is a big influence when it comes to me writing horror. And I guess it kind of helps a little bit. It's influenced me a ton in writing anthology horror because Rod Serling, I think, is a genius at writing short horror, to the point where on the back of each book, it's not a Twilight Zone intro, but I have on the back of each book, an unexpected turn brings you down an unknown road. No ordinary horrors are found down this road, only those of dismay. So right there, that's
Dun, dun, dun.
it's influenced by stuff like Twilight Zone.
All right, yeah, get the issues. Get Kickstarters are wonderful. I want to talk. I've been dying to talk about it. Like the T-shirt. Let's the T-shirt. You got a T-shirt with the Kickstarter, I believe, right?
Yeah. So with this, if you don't like comics at all, which makes no sense, you're on Big Herm Show. How do you not like comics and you're watching this show? But if you don't like comics at all, you can, if you scroll to the right side where it has the tiers, if you scroll on that part, like where it says like support and pledge without a reward, scroll down there and go to the $18 US amount. Let's see right here. So right there, if you don't like comics at all, you can get the T-shirt itself as its own reward tier. You can just get the T-shirt by itself. Or if you like comics, you can click on the reward tier you like let's say it's the Great Value Bundle where you get like a bunch of bang for your buck. Like that bundle right there, it comes with a bunch of stuff. You can click on that and then add the T-shirt to your order as well. It's in the add-on section after you click on a tier. So you can get your comics, you can get your T-shirt. I really like that T-shirt. I'm getting myself a T-shirt. My sister was like, hey, get me a T-shirt. I was like, okay, I'll get you a T-shirt. It's one of those things where like that T-shirt is great. And I plan on doing at least one T-shirt with every Dismay Avenue Kickstarter, like a different T-shirt's what I mean. So this is for this Kickstarter, this T-shirt, like sweet. Big old vortex on your chest and this little boy just reaching out, just help me, basically. And you're like, no, you stay on that T-shirt.
You could read the book to see why he's like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's part of the story. So yeah. And that's the thing is like, even if I hope you read these books and you're a fan of these books. But even if you wind up not being a fan of them, you can still wear this T-shirt around and be like people be like, man, that's an awesome shirt. And like, if you like the books, it's like, oh, it's from Dismay Avenue or whatever. Or if you don't like the shirts, it's just like, yeah, thanks. Or not if you don't like the comics, you can be like, yeah, thanks, great T-shirt. But I really like this T-shirt, how it worked out.
It's really nice, and you were just you were just on the Blame Phable show earlier. You know what I mean? And usually we blame Phable. But this time I'm blaming you, because now I have to get this T-shirt. Now it's just like, God damn it, Brandon.
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? It made me spend my money. You know, it made me get the metal issue for the Gallows Man, and now the shirt. Come on, man. Hashtag blame Brandon. You know what I mean? Blame Brandon Ingram. Yeah. It's like he rubbed it off on you now. You know what I mean? Come on, Phable. We're blaming you again.
Anyone that's on Blame Phable, the blaming is spread. Now it's blame Nick, it's blame Brandon, it's blame Tio. Yeah, it just spreads from there.
Yeah, so let me go back to, because I have to back and forth. So yeah, these are the different tiers on the side. I'm here scrolling to two different things. It says variant covers here. So,
yeah, there's some variant covers. That's the variant cover for issue 1, that movie theater one. A simple movie night or something else.
Simple. So. Yeah, right. I love it. Dismay Avenue.
Yeah.
I thought it said Taco Bell there. Toes for the bell.
Taco Bell.
I look like I'm getting hungry here. But and you got the reward tiers here, so I guess it's the same thing on the side or something like that.
Yeah,
so,
it's the same as the side. That's how like a lot of Kickstarters are run. Is you put the reward tiers in the part you're scrolling on now. I guess I like it. I do it because everyone else does it, but it's also like, hey, the reward tiers are on the side. But I follow along suit because all the other Kickstarters do that.
All right, so let's talk about the reward tiers real quick. We're gonna be here all night. You know, we've been on for like an hour, 20 minutes is my fault, but you know, who's counting? But you want to explain the tiers real quick? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So there's a reward tier for pretty much any budget. It ranges from $1 to $60. When it comes to like stretch goals, because we've hit a few stretch goals and soon we're going to hit our 3rd stretch goal. When it comes to stretch goal rewards, people with a level 2 reward tier or higher, basically like physical book reward tiers, will get those stretch goals. So at $5, you can get Dismay Avenue issue 1 digitally. That's over 40 pages of the comics for $5. At $9, you can get issues 1 and 2 digitally. That's over 100 pages of the comics for just $9. Then physical copies start at $11. Then the T-shirt is at $8 or $18. Sorry, not $8. $18.
Like, yeah, what a bargain!
which for a Kickstarter T-shirt is actually like a really good deal. $18, because there's some where most of them are like 30 plus. Like there's a lot you'll see 30 plus. So $18 for the T-shirt. Great value bundle comes with like both issues 1 and 2 signed by me. You get to decide. You get to pick main cover or variant cover. Whenever the Kickstarter is over, I'll send messages out to people for them to pick which one they want, as well as a sticker and bookmark set with that. $40, you get a huge complete bundle, which is issues 1 and 2, both variant covers, all of that signed with sticker, bookmark set, all that sort of stuff. And then the $60 here. Oh, I should also mention there's a retailer bundle for comic retailers out there. I keep forgetting that because there have been a couple comic shops that have already backed this one or hit this pledge. There's a retailer bundle to where you get 10 copies. You get 5 copies of issue 1, 5 copies of issue 2, both signed. You get to decide how much of those 5 you want, main or variant, that sort of stuff. So retailer bundle, and then there's a $60 creator bundle, basically, where you get all the stuff from the complete bundle and you get the scripts for these comics, like the digital scripts. You can, as a writer, look at it, maybe learn some stuff from it, like, oh, I learned a good bit from it, or I learned what not to do. This guy sucks at writing, or whatever it may be. Maybe you'll learn something. And you also get a 2-hour Zoom consultation with me, like a script consultation, to where you'll send me your script ahead of time. I'll read through it, make notes, like go through it diligently. And then that 2 hours we're there, I'll mention some of those notes, and I'll ask questions, you ask questions. Because I'm not going to do that 2 hours where I'm just reading your script. I'm doing that beforehand so that we can really dive in and work on your script during that 2 hours. So that's like creator bundle right there. So that's like all the tiers there. And then there's stretch goals. If people, we've already hit some. The first one we hit $750 within like the first 24 hours of the campaign. So thank y'all. So all physical backers will get that creepy bookmark right there,
Nice.
where it's darkness and you got that face with the red eyes staring. So if you're in the library or whatever, you got that bookmark sticking out, people are going to be doing double takes. So it's like, what the heck? Someone's looking at me, but it's your bookmark. Then the second stretch goal is that sticker right there from Dismay Avenue number 2. Yeah, from the shirt. Yeah, you get that sticker right there. And I should mention, I do die cut stickers, so these aren't like cheap stickers. Like it's the stickers from like the Gallows Man, like those kind of high quality stickers. So these are a type of stickers I do. And then this is the one I really want to get to, because I want some for myself. This poster at $2,000, which we're a little over $100 away from. It's a Dismay Avenue / Gallows Man crossover poster. And if you go hit the updates section that's at the very top there, it'll have a better, like where it says campaign FAQ. Yeah, updates. Let's see. You click on that one right there, and you'll get a better view of the poster. So that's the poster. It's basically crossover of Gallows Man, the first comic I published, and Dismay Avenue. It's where you have like different people and creatures from Dismay Avenue surrounding Gallows Man and Newsboy, and Newsboy's holding Gallows Man like Scooby, Shaggy, and Scooby-Doo, that sort of stuff. I like cool, that poster a lot. So
nice.
When we hit $2,000, everyone will get this poster right here, along with all the other stretch goals we hit. So I'm really wanting to hit that 2,000 because I like it a lot.
Heck yeah. Well, you're gonna get how long? How far are you from there again?
We're, I think,
1,800.
So $103 away. $103 away, and we'll hit that stretch goal.
So that's including when you get the shirt too. Like I'm gonna get the package with the shirt.
So,
you're gonna get a good amount of that from me. So like, guys, we need one more backstarter after me, and then boom, we get the stretch hole, man. We get that poster. Woo, love it.
I should also mention, so we're really close to that stretch goal. We're also close to another giveaway. Every 25 backers unlocks a new giveaway. You'll have to hit the campaign. You're still in that update part. Hold on, let me find it real quick. So every 25 backers, there's a giveaway, and at 25 backers, one lucky backer will get this huge sticker and bookmark set from Gallows Man number 2. 50 backers, same thing. And then at 75 backers, someone will get this sticker and bookmark set from Gallows Man. Sorry.
Let me get this out for the second.
Yeah.
So you can show them. Hold on.
Yeah.
I almost took you out.
You're good. So at 25 backers, one lucky backer will get this sticker and bookmark set from Gallows Man number 2. Some of the stickers and bookmarks.
Yeah, nice stickers.
No butt sticker. Your classic Dismay comic sticker. So 25 backers, someone will get all of that. At 50 backers, someone else will get another set of this. And then at 75 backers, someone will get this, and they'll get this original art done by Thomas Tikas, who does the cover art for, like the main cover art for Gallows Man number 1 and 2. So let me grab these without my desk falling apart. Let's see.
Don't drop them.
That was
sensitive people watching this right here.
So that's his cover art, the main cover art of issue 1. That's the main cover art of issue 2. And so this is an original pencil and ink that he did of basically Newsboy running down the streets of Town City after this mobster. He's got a battle axe with him, and he's about to ensue Newsboy's brand of justice, which isn't good for that mobster. And it's signed by Thomas Tikas as well. That's in that corner. But yeah, so at 75 backers, someone will get the sticker and bookmark set, and they'll get that original page. And we're just 7 backers away from that giveaway. So we just need 7 more backers to hit that giveaway. We just need $103 more to unlock that big poster stretch goal.
Oh, sweet. Come on, guys. Come on. You guys already know. Let me put myself back in here. There we go. You guys already know. I already have the links down below for this Kickstarter. You know what I mean? I put that on there. Back it up, man. We just need. You got more than half of that cover from me. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? My wife, I hope she's not watching anymore. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, because you know me, I like to get the variants, the original copy, the variants. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get the T-shirt. Like, what is it, Brandon? You know what I mean? So that is phenomenal. I don't know if we're done with this part right here. Is there anything else we want me to show from you? I think I pretty much show everything. You know
I think that's most of the stuff in the campaign. Yeah, if you guys are interested, definitely go to that link, look through it. We went through it on here, showed most of it. There might be some stuff I'm forgetting, but we showed most of it. Definitely look in those tiers. Like I mentioned, there's a tier for any budget, $1 to $60. A lot of bang for your buck. Like in the $25 range, you get a whole bunch of stuff, and you'll also get all the stretch goal stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, you got all those budgets, man. That's pretty cool, man. Like you got something for everybody. Like we always talk. Like if it's just a digital reader, you just get the digital stuff. It's worth it, man. You support this campaign right here, and make sure Herm gets that poster. You know what I mean? Like it's only my forget everybody else. I want the poster. You know what I mean? Come on, guys. You know what I mean? But
I really want that poster too, because I came up with the idea of the poster kind of the first week of the Kickstarter, because I had 2 or 3 ideas for a $2,000 stretch goal. I had no idea, one, that we would get close to $2,000 in this campaign when I started it a month ago. And 2, I had no idea we would get to $2,000 so quickly. So within a week of the Kickstarter starting, I was like, oh crap, I need to nail down what I'm going to do for the 2,000 stretch goal. And I reached out to Helen. I was like, hey, I really like this idea of crossing these over and Newsboy and Gallows Man being in a Scooby and Shaggy pose. And I want these characters and these villains and monsters from these to surround them. And she knocked out of the park, because that's the thing. Helen did that poster, but it's in different art styles. That's what's something you need to keep in mind, is each one of the characters are done in their story's art style. But like there's the black and white characters from like Tolls the Bell and stuff, and then there's like Jade, or not Jade, shoot, I'm forgetting Mia. There's like Mia done in like the issue 1 thing that Jade did. I mean, Helen knocked out of the park in doing all these different art styles. So, yeah, I am definitely looking forward to getting one of these posters myself.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, man. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get this poster, and I probably will hang this up in my man cave. You know what I mean? Like this spot that needs a poster, and boom, this would be perfect, guys. Come on, guys, let's go. Let's do this. Like we're almost there. So all right, man. I guess that's good with that, man. Man, not bad, man. Great show yet again. You know what I mean? Thanks for coming on. This was awesome. Thanks for very consistent. This guy like keep up with me and stuff like that. He never gave up like on me and stuff like that. And finally towards the end I came through in the clutch. We had a show, but like it's been so crazy, so busy and stuff like that. And every little moment I could get to read comics makes me so happy. You know what I'm saying? That's just comics makes you happy, man. If comics don't make you happy, you're in the wrong place. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Why are you watching us? You know what I mean?
And I want to mention on the thing you said a few seconds ago. You were one of the first people there, one of the first creators there that liked my stuff or like helped spread the word about my stuff. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, like I'm going to Big Herm anytime I want to talk comics or spread the word about it, because like you've been there for each one, especially that first one. That first one, like I had the crappy campaign because I didn't reach out to people. Then I had the Gallows Man #1 campaign, and you're one of the first people that was like, hey, like people check this book out. So thank you for that support.
Man, glad to do it, man. Because anything we enjoy and is good shit, man. Like, I don't swear too much, but you know what I mean. But it was really nice. I enjoy the heck out of this book, man. It takes a lot for me to enjoy a book, like more than the Gallows Man. Everybody knows how much I love those issues. This #1, I really enjoyed it. Like everybody knows horrors. All of us, Robbie, all these guys, Phable and all the staff and all that. They do a show. They're gonna do a show pretty soon. They're probably getting ready to do it now, and I'm here talking my ass off, trying to So yeah, man, I'm glad to help. Every little helps, I guess. You know what I mean? But I'm glad you're successful, and I keep on with your dream, because it's amazing, man, to know someone that actually knows how to write a comic book and all that, to give me the pointers of how you do it, and learning still, and with the artists and all that. And with these artists, is like you form like a friendship, little, it's business, but
I mean, it's one of those things where like I found all these artists back in like the first half of 2019, and we were working on these stories up till 2020 and got them done in 2020. But like, yeah, I still keep up with a lot of these artists. Like that is true. That is true.
Station, bro, how you doing?
But Gaetano, the guy who does Tolls the Bells, the t-shirt, the manga type art style, like I'm gonna do another story with him sometime soon. Like there's one story I have in mind, but if it's not the right fit, I have another one that I want him to do. So yeah, I'm still working with Helen. Like Helen's like, I work with all of these guys all the time, but Helen's the one I'm like consistently working with, because somehow she's able to put up with my crap. I don't know how she puts up with it, but she's willing and able to. And
what do you want now, Brandon? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I send the email like, hey, so I got a new story. It's like, oh gosh, the guy who made the Gallows Man, you want me to do another story?
Damn, what you want? Yeah. Enough? They're not doing enough for you,
all of these guys are amazing, and I look forward to working with them some more. Thank you, Brother Joe.
Oh man, thank you for supporting her. He loves supporting. Yeah, she knows. She knows it. I mean, it's true. We don't get to talk all the time, but whenever we do, I have a ball with you. This is our 3rd show, and I've watched the 2nd one over again to see what happened, what we did. You know what I mean? Because like, I haven't done this in a while. I get nervous. Yeah. I still get nervous for shows, man. Because my wife always says, because you love what you're doing. When you're happy and you love what you're doing, you know what I mean? And this is why I get like this. You know what I mean? But man, I guess the next like an hour and 20 minutes. I know we gotta leave soon, everybody. You probably gotta do things too, but we can't leave here without get this campaign without. What's your next plan for your next campaign? I kind of know what it is, but you know what I mean? Yeah, we didn't even talk about that. So, real quick.
So the major thing, definitely back Dismay Avenue 1 and 2. Yes. You got less than 5 days. And like I mentioned,
we need that
only
poster.
Available through Kickstarter. Yes, we need the poster. I need the poster. I want the poster. I want it right there.
Yes, we want to see it right there. The next show we do, you know what I mean?
Yes. So definitely back this campaign, even small amounts, because that also helps with the backer giveaway, because you just need 75 backers. If you have 7 more people back $5 each or $1 each or whatever, you still got 75 backers. So we're getting close to that. But also, yeah, I do want to get that 2,000 stretch goal. But so yeah, check that out. Less than 5 days left for that. When it comes to upcoming Kickstarters, the very next one will be Gallows Man #3. Gallows Man #3. We've been working on it pretty much all year. Thank you, Manny. We've been working on it pretty much all year, and we're 2/3 of the way through. Is roughly where it is. About 2/3 of the way through with it, like Helen doing the art. And I hope to get that Kickstarter up in the first half of 2023. It almost certainly will hit 2023, or like first half of 2023. It'll likely be similar to what it's been the past couple years. It'll be May. Likely May of 2023 is when Gallows Man #3 Kickstarter will happen. I should mention these are big issues. Like issue 1 was like 49 pages. Issue 2 is basically the same. They're double-sized comics, and Helen's doing all the artwork. So, and I'm not her main source of income. Like she's got a job. Like she's got to do her job, and this is on the side. So I completely get it, and I'm thankful she's just willing to put up with my crap. Like hey, she's put up with my crap this long. I'm surprised. I'm thankful.
You gotta do something right for her to do that, though, man.
I guess
a little credit, you know.
I don't know. There's
the story's good, man. It sucks. She'd be like, I ain't drawing for this.
I hope that's the reason she has stuck around. Is like, yeah, he's not a bad writer. I'll keep going. But yeah, thank you, Helen. So Gallows Man #3, likely May of 2023, maybe earlier, but most likely May of 2023. Issue 3 of Dismay Avenue likely will hit around the same time in 2023. So likely like September, October will be Dismay Avenue #3.
Makes
and kind of go from
Halloween,
there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Kind of go from there, have that type of schedule where it'll be like first half of the year, Gallows Man issue comes out. Second half of the year, Dismay Avenue issue comes out. But as we're going along with Dismay Avenue, likely it'll be like 2 a year. Like it'll be 1 early in the year and then 1 later in the year, like as we're working along. And there'll be some other,
Brandon, come on.
There'll also be some other series that will come around, maybe not in 2023, but late 2023, maybe early 2024. I've written some stuff, and I want to find some artists for those, like some different series, not superhero stuff, not horror stuff. I like all genres, so I just want to get all of my stuff out there. So yeah, be looking forward to that. But the stuff you can nail down: Gallows Man #3, almost certainly May 2023. Dismay Avenue #3, September, October of 2023. So those are the upcoming things.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. You know, I can't wait to see that, and I like that you come on the show so I can read it ahead of everybody. But like, hey, I read it. You did.
Oh, I do want to mention I'm going to be at some cons in 2023. This is my first time like running a table in Artist Alley, so I'm looking forward to that.
Wow.
My dog doesn't like that. She heard that I'm running tables.
She's like, nah, son, you staying here.
No,
where you going?
Be a customer. Walk around. Spend $500.
Take me outside.
But yeah, so I'll be at different cons. I'll be in Fan Expo New Orleans, January 6th to 8th, 2023. So a couple months from now, New Orleans Fan Expo. And then most likely, I wish I could. It'd actually be going up for me because I live in Northwest Florida. It's one of those things where I want to do as many cons as I can. Cons are expensive, man. Like getting tables are like you think tickets are expensive, like going in as a person, like I paid $50 for the ticket or $70 for the ticket. Tables are expensive. Like they're hundreds of dollars.
And it's work and it costs money and all that. It's like
I'm fine with the work. It's just like that money you got to spend for it. But I'm going to try to do as many as I can. So yeah, that Fan Expo New Orleans. There's one in Pensacola called Pensacon. That's Pensacola, Florida, I should say. Pensacon. It's February 24th to 26th. 95% sure I'm doing that. I'm waiting for them to update their freaking applications page. Like, this is like 3 or 4 months away, and they haven't updated the applications page. So hopefully they will, because that's the closest con to me. That's like 40 minutes away. All the other cons are like 3+ hours away. So hopefully that one will work out. And there's some other ones I'm possibly planning on doing in that first half of 2023. So working on those, but those are the for sure ones right now.
All right, man. That's awesome, man. Going to cons, you're doing your thing, man. Like I always root for you, man. Like I said, once you start writing for Marvel and DC, don't forget about the little guys. You know what I mean? Oh man. All right, guys. This is our show. Brandon, again, thanks for coming on. All you guys in the chats, on the rewind, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ding, ding, ding that bell for notification for future videos. I haven't done that in a long time. And check out everybody in the Peaceful Army Bad Bats down below. I'm sure Brandon, over there, he's been on already. Phable show. He's going all around campaigning for this for a while now. Good job, bro. This you keep on going hard on it, and now you're gonna get us a poster. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very happy. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get that. You know what I mean? You just need 1 or 2 more backers. So you got one in me. You know what I mean? Like you said, more than half of that's going to me already. You know what I mean? Because I had to have the variant that wear and all that, and the goddamn t-shirt. So
yeah.
So everybody, Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm sorry to your wife for the spending that's about to happen.
And everybody, represent and all that out there. Thank you in the chat. Like I said, in the rewind, I will be back eventually. You know what I mean? Probably do some one shots before the new year. Hopefully, I want to show a few hauls here. I got some. It's just I've been so busy. My man cave is a mess. Stuff everywhere. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a project trying to get that thing back to where I want it. And I'm looking forward to this Thanksgiving in a couple of weeks. I get an extra day off. So I get 2 days off. I don't like us guys. I get Wednesday and Sunday off, and that's it. And since I'm new, I don't get a vacation yet or personal time yet. So it's like a marathon for me. So whenever I get an extra day off, I use that for to work on my man cave and stuff like that. So again, everybody get this Kickstarter. Link is down below. Brandon, again, thank you so much. You guys know it takes me a long time to stick the landing, but we're gonna do it. All the shows, watch Nick Comic Culture, watch Blame Phable show, watch Chamorro Cinema and his freaking reviews and all that stuff like that. Taqi's Tales and all that. Taqi's Tale, ding, ding, ding. The whole thing. I love it. You know what I mean? So if I forgot anybody, you guys know I love you. Dylan's show is coming up. It's probably already started. So Herm, shut the hell up so they can start. You know what I mean? Check out Phable. I don't know if Steph is there tonight or stuff like that. I might as well just show the thumbnail real quick of that show because I love those guys. You know what I mean? There goes that picture again in full. See how I did that? Like, ooh, us? Ooh.
Happy, terrified.
There you go. And yeah, there you go. Double feature, Kingdom of the Spiders, 8-Legged Freaks. So they're still doing horror, and Dylan's horror show goes on all year round. Halloween all year round, Saturday nights. Check it out. Robbie, Dylan, Phable, Steph, Scarpat, I think does that show a bunch of times too. My friend Verno, hey, what's going on, guys? Check out the show now. I love you guys. You checked out this show right here. Now you check out my show. Oh no, it's not my show. Yeah, I'm busy too. But check out the show tonight. Yeah. And peace out, guys. Station. Till next time. And see you in May. You said around May, the Kickstarter, right?
May, if not earlier.
All right, let's go, guys. Get this Kickstarter tonight. In May or earlier. Peace out. As soon as I can find that thing.